Hey everybody, how's it? This is Jeebs here, Avocado, with the Cados. The streamers, they're the Cados, Avocados, whatever. Anyhow, welcome. If you're here on YouTube watching this, this is a stream that just went off. Today is the 16th of March. This is an early morning stream for me. I know it's daylight savings times for some other folks. I decided to come on a little morning, have me some donuts, or a donut. I have some crumpets. What do I have here? No, strudels. Strawberry strudels, I got a banana, cup of coffee. We're going to be listening to some music today. You know, the first 20 minutes of the stream before I hit record, always having fun and catching up with everybody here, but it's good to be here this morning. Sorry I had to bail on you guys on Aloha Friday, but I had a hell of a frickin' day, and it went a lot longer than it should have. So I want to thank everybody for saying, how's it? Everybody here in the stream. And we're going to go ahead and listen to music. I also want to thank some folks that came over here from my video that I did on the Decomposer Lounge on Sleep Token. Already, I've started from that video I did over there. It was a fun song. Very liminal, as I've been corrected. I was saying luminal. It's liminal. Liminal metal. That's what it is. Hey, that's a new genre. Liminal metal? Nah, forget it. We've got enough. It's a Monday for my friends in Australia. So, oi, oi, oi. Forgive me for saying that. Is that sacrilege for a non-Australian to say that, but say it in a respectful way? I don't know. I don't think I've ever asked that question. Or if it's that mainlander guy with the really weird accent that talks in a certain way that makes it sound funny. So, Steve Wilson did do a song called Luminal. Of course, Steve Wilson would. Steven. Oh, I got so corrected on that when I put it on my title. I said Steve Wilson. No, dude, man, it's Steven Wilson. Elitist. Oh. I'm just saying. Hey, Darketh Dory. All right, guys, so what we're going to do is we're going to start off with some Wheel of Cheese like we do. And then I'm going to catch up to a couple of donos that came in last week. And that'll be Lisa Wolf and Retro Modern Gamer. And then I'm going to hit this. We got a lot going on here, so I'm going to fire, and we're going to have ourselves a blast. So let's do this. Let me set up a Wheel of Cheese. First, let me refresh my form. I hope you guys are okay. Tell me what you are right now. Tell me what you're eating, drinking, chilling with, as far as maybe libation or snacking. I mean, because here's my temptation island and my coffee. What are you guys hanging out here with me? Drinking, eating, doing something, snacking. Donuts and Fantas. Oh, bruh. Oh, shit. Like Fanta orange. Bubbly water. Cheese in it. Bong rips for the win. Oh, my God. I found a picture of me taking a rip when I was about 23. Somebody sent me a picture of me just taking a full, taking a hit off of the nugget on the machine. I'm going to post that one day on Discord. All right, guys, let's go. You get me in a rant, and then it's all over. We're going to start with the Queso Nuevo, okay? So we're going to start with the new folks that come and visit. If this is the first time that you're here on the stream, if you do decide you want to go ahead and put your song in here and we spin this wheel, if it lands on you, frickin' kill. But rule is nothing over 7 minutes, okay? If it's over 7 minutes, it's an automatic punt. So please be mindful of that. So let's start off with a Wheel of Cheese here, guys. This is the old wheel. Please don't worry if you see how, whoops, wheelie, spin. And let's go ahead and clear this out for the, this is Queso Nuevo. Oh, look at that. Looks like some people got us some good choices here. So look at that. Any of you guys here? Whoops, sorry, I'm getting a call. Stand by. Let me see. Anybody here? Anybody here that's on this wheel? Anybody on this wheel? All right, guys, let's go. What do we got? All right, Venomous Bonobo. Venomous Bonobo. A professional glass of advertised photography. Yeah, that'd be cool. Okay, so let's see what Venomous the Bobo wants. So Venomous the Bobo, we are going to be listening to a band called Oops, I blew it. I skipped right past it. Stand by. Oh, okay, here it is. My bad. This is, looks like a live performance. Lisa Hannigan, We the Drowned. You guys ready? This is our first video of the morning from the Wheel of Cheese. Let's do this. All right. Ooh, I love this. What a great way to start the stream. Abstract beauty. Almost sounded like that TFX beginning of movies back in the old days, whatever that was. Very lore mystical, yeah.
We spend our days like magic, and we burn our ships as black as the end, the end.
Beautiful that her tone of her voice staying down here as the arrangement grows. I love that. Automatic new fan. I am.
We sing and we sing and we sing and we sing.
I just got chicken skin. Offsetting with what the percussionist is doing, but I get it in a syncopated kind of vibe. It's meant to offset you from the beauty. It's incredibly well done. I love the switching off of the brass. I love the intimacy of the instrumentation too. It's incredibly wonderful. Beautiful control of her voice too, with beautifully emotional. Jeez. If it goes down to the open. There it is. That was an absolute chicken skin moment for me. There's no two ways about it. What was I mean, I shit you not, guys. Literally, like that. Even that last note. Just I went, oh God, that felt wonderful. What a beautiful way to open up the stream. I think I'm an absolute new fan now. I'm a fan now, without a doubt. I do have to learn more about that. Mason, I think also you're going to send me some more. I think you were going to say something of that nature. The thing that moved me a lot too was what I was saying earlier about the intimacy of the instrumentation, the fact that there's only one of everything there. There's a viola, there's a violin, I think there was a cello, I'm not too sure. There might have been two violins. I'm looking right now, I'm going, there was one of everything, which means in the arrangements in of itself, each one of these instruments has an intimate presence in it, as intimate as this track was and how it was performed by this artist. At the very beginning, without knowing where she was from in the world, I was kind of feeling the Celtic, kind of pull through it. And I was enamored more with the music and her tone of her voice. I wasn't really listening to the lyrics, but what a fire song. What a wonderful track. I am instantly a fan. And I'm going to dive into her Spotify. So thank you very much. All right. So good. I am a fan of flan, as you can see. Let's do one more queso spin here, and then we're going to go to catch up on our donos. All righty. Hey, not too bad. Look at that. Everybody gets a chance here. Everybody gets a chance here. This is not pobre cheese quite yet. We're getting close to pobre cheese. This is more like non-profit cheese. Everybody gets a slice. All right, guys, here we go. Yeah, if you can read your name, it's non-profit cheese. Oh. Shadowway. Oh, I thought it was our other Shadow. Shadowway, are you here, Shadowway? Love that. Okay, let's see what we get here. Shall I? Oops, let me go here. Okay, let's see what we want here. So, looks like we're getting into some gaming music now. This one is from a game called I've done stuff from this. Warcraft 3, The Frozen Throne. That's like what it's like for me to go to the bathroom when it's really cold in the morning, right? Is that probably not going to be the same thing? I'm just being an idiot because it's my stream and I'm old and I can. No message here, so let's check this out. This is called Shadow Throne. Let's see what we got here. All right. Gothic, dark, macabre, big choirs, vibes. Obviously, this is a heavy. Oh, nice. A little major note in there. Hey, Mandrix. The vibes here are giving me like maybe the main character is looking over the next quest of heaviness. I mean, indicative, obviously, of the arpeggiation, or the little ostinato that was back there going along with the snare that's rolling, very march-oriented. Good ears, droid. Hey, 451, how you doing, buddy? I love how there's the stronger emphasis on the horn section and the brass section of this. I love the darkness of some notes. Ooh, that was pretty. How the composer let it drain into a little bit of a very positive minute. A little bit of hopefulness here. I like that. This is beautiful. Jeez. I love this. This guy's killing it. Almost like a love scene at the end, like capture the princess, they fall in love kind of vibe, or saves his people. Oh, Shadow A, thank you for that. Ooh, like a traditional echo. That was almost like a scene cut without it resolving and stuff like that. What a great freaking piece. I think Shadow A. I think without a doubt, I just read what you wrote here. What I loved about the journey and the composition is that it came off with that kind of vibe I had said earlier. It almost sounds like, what's the What's the dark mission? Subliminal. What's the dark mission that's coming for the character as looking at the next thing that he has to, he, or I don't know anything about the game, if it's a he or meaning he or a team or whatever the case is or how the game is played. It's looking over the next kind of mission, if you would, but with pride of, maybe have already beaten some other things in the forward, looking into the future. But what the composer did that I love through this is he constantly, or not constantly, I think 3 times throughout this listen, brought us into a place of by doing these little lifts that went into major progression or into a major scale of composition. Alman had kind of set it to Picardy third, if you would. See, that's what I'm talking about, Alman. You do your homework, but I like it. That's what it's called. And gives us a little breath of hope. So that's what I was saying at the end of the track. It was a beautiful thing. Like, I didn't know what it is, but maybe he gets the princess and they got married or something, but it was very uplifting. But it was a wonderful freaking track. Beautiful, so well composed. And so thank you for that. Super cool beans. And the other thing is, too, is that I do want to mention when the horns first came in, I was like, because I think for folks who don't know, when we talk about a horn section, if you would, especially in an orchestra, let's say it's a full-blown section, most people think of trumpet, trombones, French horns, saxophones, et cetera, et cetera. But there are others like the euphonium, the flugel, I like to call, cornet, and many other. And there's actually horns. Just they don't have a precursor name to it, like a French horn or something. Just a horn section that has different sizes and stuff like that. There's bass trombones. There's all these different, and tuba, of course, and there's different types of tubas. I think a lot of times when we think of tubas, even for myself, I'm always thinking of the people that I see on the marching field in the bands with the big bell, ginormous bell, which is still an orchestral piece of work, or orchestral instrument. But there's another size tuba as well. So I loved how the composer, it sounded like really kind of maneuvered the horn sound. It was very horny. If I just had to ruin the mode right there. God, I'm such an imbécile. That's what my uncle used to say to me with my bad jokes. Pelotudo, imbécil. Que coño. With the hand, too. You have to have the hand. If, the Argentine thing, you have to have the hand. All right, guys, we're officially going to step into our donos. We're going to do our catch-up. When I do your donor request, look it up. Okay, retro, I definitely will. Okay, what do we say we get going now here? Nervous tech support help banter while I'm looking. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? When you're on with tech support and the person's going, and I'm clicking on this. Okay, let me see if that feels. So it makes it feel like you're like in contact with somebody. Anyhow, I'm talking bubbles. Okay, stand by. All right, so we're going to do a little bit of a catch up, just two from the last week, as I mentioned earlier, and then we're going to go down in order of donos on everything else that everybody's been showing up with. There's a lot of folks hanging out here, so let's do this first. Lisa Wolf. Lisa Wolf, are you in the house still? How are you? I hope you're doing well. Lisa wants us to check out... Oh, here we go, guys. We're going into metal. Holy smokes. That's a lot of reading. Let me see. This was released in 1998, they say. Okay, here we go. We talk a lot about metal guitar and its evolution into the modern tone and production all the way up to where we are now in gent. But not all of the love is given to the other side of the modern metal that comes from hardcore punk, that comes from the guitar tones, mixing, production, and bass down-tuned centric arrangements on the 90s underground hardcore punk that features a much more bass-heavy, throaty tone approach. And one example worth pointing out is this 1998 track from the band Straight Faced. So yeah. You want me to read it? You want me to read? Okay, let's do this. You put in that time and energy, we read it. So, let's see. Sick of It All, Meatball, H2O are the other notable 90s hardcore bands that had similar tones and production. This guitar tone is due to, equally to the front and post-tracking bus. Ooh, we're talking engineer. We're going engineer deep on this, aren't we? Let's see. 90s hardcore popularized the drop tuning to fuzz into rat, into Mesa. Oh yeah, the Mesa Boogie sound that everybody chased for the days. This is where you start hearing very hard noise gated both via pedal and post as its own effect, not just a hum cleanup. So true, right? The gate was like, for me, the gate was, anytime I ever used it in that capacity, it was always for like the hum cleanup. I never used it as a process in the artistic form, like you just explained. It's not that metal didn't use down-drop tuning, but production-wise, guitars were kept in the higher mids, while 90s hardcore production moved them further down in the mid-range. The move down in the EQ allowed for the introduction by later artists of feedback, synths, and more expansive top of the drum kit, allowing more snare, hat, and cymbal work than before, leading to the expansion of drum kits and introduction of electric elements and ambient post-productions. The straight-faced sound themselves on their fourth and final album in 2000 does indeed start introducing electronic elements to their music. And then finally, nu metal very much got its sound by doing exactly what 90s hardcore producers were doing, and because it was more popular genre, gets a lot of the credits for what 90s hardcore producers were innovating just a couple of years prior. And that's usually it. It is, yeah, and you even say here, it's not a negative comment, not just saying they stole it, just how it played out, why the hardcore isn't thought about the same way, but why it's worth sharing and speaking about. Thank you so much, Lisa. That in and of itself is quite the conversation, and that's really incredibly knowledgeable. I mean, your intuitive presentation of this is worthy of being that kind of hardcore fan. No pun. No, you're right though. There's a lot of people that get credit for things. It's like Edison gets credit, Tesla. Not the new version, but Nikola Tesla gets, dusted, like where does that come from? Maybe that's a fair comparison, when you're talking about the music, and where sometimes when people stand on the shoulders of giants, and all of a sudden, wow, this is incredible, it's amazing. And everyone's going, yeah, I'm sorry. Alan Halsworth has been doing this for about 18 years. So it is, but okay, yay, but I understand what you're saying with that. So that tip of the hat to the unsung is something cool. Let's listen to the track. How about we do that? Alrighty. And Lisa, thank you so much for that. You're such a nerd. I love that. Let's go. Let's see what this is all about. Hail the nerds. Hail the nerds. That's us. Are we nerd? If you're a nerd, raise your hand in the chat. Let's go. Oh, job opening. I suck. Gaff. Here we go. Oh, you're right. I so hear it. Bruh. I like that the power the guitars isn't over compressed. Like there's a soft knee on it. I'm really digging the performance, the lead vocal. And that raw layered vibe of doubling it up like track on track. I'm really digging also the kit engineering. Yeah, give me a sneak on that bass tone. God, the tones of the guitars are mental. Let the tubes drain. You know if you know. That's not a urologist statement. What a killer freaking tone on those guitars. And you're so right, Lisa. I think what's wonderful is after reading what you presented and how you presented it, especially nerding out that I'm like full on Morse code with you through that whole, thing that you presented. When it started, I was like, bruh, no shit, And that's why I loved reading what you did, and I just kind of went into my little rant beforehand, is the fact that there's a lot of that uncovering that doesn't ever get to happen. On sometimes where somebody, all of a sudden something becomes a bigger thing because the genre becomes more popularized, and certain people will get a particular tip of the hat, and they themselves are not necessarily the ones that saying, I came up with that sound, unless you're Mutt Lange or something, and you do it in country music. The whole Mutt Lange in the country music in that, was it early 90s, I think it was, when he meddled it up a bit. He just took a genre and just kind of moved a chunk of it over into the country kind of a thing, But that was to A-B what I just listened to your presentation. Thank you so much, because now that made a huge, like one of those, I get it. So, didn't Mutt Lange, guys, help me on this one. Didn't Mutt Lange produce who ended up being his wife, and then because of that production changed the direction of country? Help me with that. I could be wrong, Snow in Australia, but it just kind of resonates with me that was that big pinnacle shift in country music at some point. I don't know how we went from this to... That was in my explanation. I'm just me. That's just what you guys sign up for. What the hell? Retro Gamer is going to come in harsh on us. I am actually a fan of this band. The first time, the very first time that I was asked on the Decomposer Lounge to listen to like Flesh God Apocalypse, I was still kind of timid about what people were sending me. Like, I was not used to the screamo. I was not used to all the heaviness. And then I realized, oh my God, I'm an old decomposer listening to some of the most gnarliest music I've never heard in my life. And I was like, okay, be objective, old man, be objective. Listen to the music. Let's see what happens. Anyhow, I was extremely pleased with this band. I was like, bruh, these guys are crushing it. So everybody, this is, I'm sorry, somebody... Wait, I'm getting double, triple messages here. Did I do something wrong here? Posting is so easy to find. The song don't have a request from that. I don't know. Okay, I'll look it up. I did that. Am I making a boo-boo? I don't know. Sorry, guys. A lot of things are coming at me. See above. Yes, I did read that. Weeks back. Look up. Okay, I'm getting that. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and do this. And... Wait a minute. Wait. Hang on for 1 second. Retro Gamer, are you asking me to... Oh, you want me to play this? I just noticed what you put here. Give me a second, gang. Me and the Retro dude. Oh, I got you. I see what happened. Okay, good. All right, so what I'm going to be doing... I'm sorry, I got to pull back a little bit. I'm going to listen to a track that he made a dono apparently before I went into surgery, and either I went over it or it got done and it got blocked or something. So let me reread your thingy really quick, buddy. This is the Neal Morse Alive Again. Okay, so this is what we're doing. Okay, sorry guys. Hang on, I gotta tap into this URL, so give me a second. I'm doing it a little different. Okay, here we go, Retro Gamer. We got that all straightened out. I'm sorry, I'm old. It takes me a second to get that through my hammer and chisel way of thinking. Are you guys ready? Let's go. All right. Brah, 35 minutes?
This is called Alive Again.
Ooh, nice bass work. Listen to that low drone on the key. Is that Portnoy? Wow. Oh, I'm loving the groove. What a great setup for this groove. So nice. Sorry, sometimes I get heady. I get motivated. Sorry about that. This sounds fantastic. It's coming out alive, especially. I mean, good on the engineer and the remix, but still. So this is a long track. I think I'm going to enjoy some festivities here. Three-second rule. So now I'm going to take a wild guess that each one of these musicians are in the snow globe of the Dream Theater vibe. Because this is really giving me the Dream Theater vibes. Like if there's a whole series of groups that maybe kind of operate in that same kind of way of composing. Ooh, great sound on the bass.
walls wind up sinking down? Was I really dead? And at the bottom of the ocean, stay the course I heard you say, but all I saw was the love.
No, you're right. I was looking at that vent tool. I was like going, he's getting a pretty good sound out of that mic. Really tiny diaphragm or whatever.
Now I feel like I'm alive again. Stretch my arms upon the open wind. Yeah, I feel like I'm alive.
Wow, great background vocals for being live. How's that?
Crashing waves like breath upon my skin. A wounded warrior with no temporary shelter, chasing down the enemy that always lived inside of
I'm hearing Styx vibes. You guys remember that band from back in the day?
When he had come to think his glory, the man whose heart was like the sea was gone and he would never be found.
Ooh, that bass will turn around before that next phrase came in.
Now I feel like I'm alive again. Spread my arms upon the open wind. Yeah, I feel like I'm alive again. Never looking back to where I've been.
These guys sound fantastic live.
And see the light burning in my soul. I can see the light. I know that I must go.
Very theatrical prog. That must have been a keyboard patch. Yep. Well, there's no two ways about it, Two Cats. This is definitely a much more dynamic, progressive approach than Dream Theater. At least its particular performance thus far. Somebody on one of the keys in the back there has like a dulcimer or something on the... Oh, it's the guitar player who doubles up on the keys. All right, gotcha. Dark, stanky guitar face funk master. Sounds like his voice might be getting a little tired. Nice little single coil squawky dirt. It looks there's like a 10-year-old in the audience. That's a good family spread here. Some rocky prog experience and exposure. I love that. Can you guys hear the horn patch? All of a sudden got kind of poppy whimsical. Well done. Are they not having the best time ever? I'm just saying. Like, could you imagine these musicians if they were animators? You know, what kind of cartoon or animation they would do? I mean, take the same creative energies they're putting in the music. Get a little Beethoven-y in there. More Mozart-y. Listen to the bass. I love that. See you do it again. Uh-oh, I hear a tip jar. I hear a tip jar chink. Cha-chink, cha-chink, cha-chink. We all know what the tip jar's for, right? These guys are such good musicians. It's like if Berkeley coughed up a fur ball of like perfection right there. You came in with a broom really quick. He had to sweep the place up. Is that a fifth? That's funny. What the hell was that? That wasn't me. Was that a weird edit in the video or something? Or was that... I don't know. I don't know. A little Beethoven-y, more Beethoven than Mozart. I'm sorry, my bad. What did it do? Did it just repeat? Yeah, it just repeated. Was that the end of the track? What the hell? That guitar player. Jeez, Eric Gillette. Oh, everybody trades and does a little something. Oh, that's fun. Uh-oh, I feel a swapperoo coming in the drums. Baby. There it is, what I tell you. You know, that's the thing about our, you know, what we don't know about all these musicians that are out there and how many instruments they play and how enriched they are, you know. I mean, not everybody, obviously, but that can play many different instruments and that has a lot to do with the arrangements that we hear, you know what I'm saying? Like the Eric Gillette guy, with that kind of deep knowledge, look, he's on the drums, he played the keyboards, he has, God forbid he picks up the bass. So he can write from each one of those places in his mind authentically. Okay, everybody assume the positions now. Everybody take back your own instruments. That sounded oddly porno.
El Rando out. What do you want to play, Randy? Pick an instrument.
Get the bass player on the guitar. Look out. Here we go. And you know he's got skills because I watched him tapping at the very beginning. Age group is represented in that audience. I think that's wonderful. Okay, now put my guitar there. Give me back my bass. Give me.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, yeah. Hana ukulele.
George is about to attempt a solo on the bass pedals.
Oh, wow. Oh, he's on his knees. I go, how did he get so short?
You don't get more prog than that.
I was just gonna say that.
Great minds think alike.
Right!
I've been sweating under my boobs. What the hell is that? That's disgusting. I've had my arms in a cross position the whole time. Gross. TMI. What the fuck? That's what I get for saying it. I guess the acoustic guitar was sitting on the stage up until now it's being played. Somebody just left a comment about that one.
Locks on a box, holding inside
face in the mirror seems to disguise the boy at the door who I was before is more than I'll ever be. The sun kissed the day I was well on my way. I'd love to just love you, but I've no time today.
Yeah, this definitely does have the big Major Tom vibes, yeah.
I saw who could stand on the sea was more than I'll ever be.
Ooh, nice.
Sometimes in the dark night of my soul, from the corner of my life, I see the man inside. Morning again, the sun shining in, the boy from the sad side, no chance to win, has walked through that door to something much more than I'll ever be. Sometimes in the dark night of my soul, from the corner of my life,
Ooh, nice harmony there. Somebody stuck out that fourth.
he's making my dreams alive. The brightness of my day, I can see the man. I can see the man. I can see the man inside.
Listen to the bass, listen to the bass. Little Queen-esque. They have not made a single note performance mistake thus far. It's amazing. It's not like you're doing a 12-minute version of a 4-chord song, you know what I mean? Charlie's guitar player is phenomenal. As a musician, drums, bass, piano, whatever.
Wounded
love the bass player, man. He was so epic with his phrasing and stuff. The piano. Este. Can you hear the little trem that's on the bass? Like the bass player kicked in a trem? Could you imagine the rehearsal time for this? Wow. Retro Gamer, jeez, what a drop on us. It didn't seem as long as it was. When I saw how long it was, I was like, oof. This was probably, not probably, out of anything I've experienced listening to music in this capacity, this is the most authentically mind blown than I am of the incredible musicianship that I just saw. It's just absolutely mind numbing. The journey of the composition was insane, as we all, I don't have to repeat everybody's, comments and stuff. But my takeaway is just how incredibly talented these musicians are. And this was a 35-minute. How do you do? You got to remember that. You got to remember what you're playing. There wasn't one funky note. There was a couple of little things, when they're switching around instruments, catching up on some tempo and stuff. I mean, but that's going to happen too. How many times do we do instrument switches in the middle of songs? Even if you execute it, there might be a little, but that doesn't even count, because at that point you're just so blown away that all these musicians are so interchangeable and can maintain such a level of professionalism and musicianship and stuff like that. The journey of the track also, it was just fucking huge. I don't curse often, but when I do, I'm sorry, that's the Dos Equis guy, I think. Anyhow, I need to stand up for a second. Look, I admit it. I moved, sweated through the whole thing because I had my arms crossed. I need to stand up for just a second. This is going to be just a 1-minute break. I need to just stretch, but Retro Gamer, that was kick-ass. Give me a second, guys. Just hang on. Milk pump. No, man, I'm just an old man. I used to lift. I used to have pecs. Now, I'm all Arnold Schwarzenegger, Every time I tighten my belt, I got to lift my boobs. It's just what's happening when you get old. I can't help it. What the fucking? Okay, what are you going to do? Where am I? Yeah, I still surf. As a matter of fact, I'm going out with my friend right after this. Okay, let me go. Let's get back to it. Retro Gamer, that was one hell of a... Oh shit, what happened to my form? Uh-oh. Guys, my dono form. Wait a second. Oh, there it is. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. I hit the wrong thing. As if I wouldn't, right? Because you guys know it's me. All right, so we're good. Let me do this really quick. Here. Sorry, guys. I have to delete something. There we go. That's what happened. When I clicked the link inside a Retro Gamers thing, it didn't open up a new window in the form, and it discombobulated my form, but we're good. Okay. I need a moment to myself after listening to that. It's still in my head, this track. All right, here we go. So now we're all caught up. Okay, so now we're starting from our power donos here, and I've got quite a few of them here. So thank you guys for hanging out. I know that last track was a bit of a listen, but well worth it. So let's go. Okay. All right, here we go. So we're coming in with Ginger. Hi, Ginger. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Coming on through here and hanging out with us. Okay. Oh, bruh. What do we got here? Okay, this is called... Where are you? There he is. It is what it is, Ginger. Don't worry about it. We're good. This makes it what it is, too, right? It makes it that fun. So, first of all, the band we're going to listen to is called Vylet Pony, like Violet. The name of the song is Sludge. So we have a bit of a lengthy message here, but it's one of these types that are, telltale about the band. Vylet Pony, a.k.a. Zelda Trixie Lulamoon, is a one-woman genre chameleon, created Sludge, a 22-minute epic from her concept album Monarch of Monsters, which is up on Bandcamp. It's a mythic story of a self-destructive Pegasus turned god, cosmic love, and redemption across lifetimes. I've distilled the lore, lyrics, and the background into bite-sized summaries below and highly recommend reading them before listening. And so hope it sparks a discussion. Okay, the album story is, in a fantasy realm, Pegasus bard Vylet Cypress vanishes, igniting chaos as murders linked to her alter ego Wolf terrorize the land. Consumed by self-hatred, Wolf commits atrocities, absorbing magic to become a beast, then orchestrates her public execution, which is the song Daybreak of Red Rivers, to atone. Her soul ascends to the Locust, a liminal realm between time, space, where Arya, a divine lamb sovereign, reveals Wolf's past life sin, killing Arya's sister. Through condemned to eternal servitude, hunting souls. Boy, taxing my mouth right, my brain. Where'd it go? Through condemned to external servitude, hunting souls, Wolf and Arya defy fate, forgiving a forbidden love that transmutes guilt into purpose, blending punishment with redemption. The song explanation of Sludge captures Wolf's sacrificial, self-destructive, toxic guilt which consumes her as she's defiled by others in the ritual Daybreak of River. Yet Arya's divine intervention transforms her agony into redemptive purpose. You know what? How I'm reading this, I don't think I'm doing it justice because my eyes are like, so I'm kind of geeking on the flow of it. Let me see, contrasting visceral punishment with salvation through love and accountability. And the album explanation is, the album allegorizes trauma and self-loathing, mirroring Vylet Pony's struggle with regret and harming others. Born from a crisis-induced hallucination, it evolves from fiction into raw therapeutic narrative. Arya is a dream-born divine figure, embodies solace and accountability, contrasting prior victimhood-focused works. Though Wolf's journey, the creator confronts their past, weaponizing art as redemption and a caution against cyclical despair. I hope I did that honor and didn't completely terrorize that because of how I was reading it. But I didn't know. Are we listening? I guess we're listening to a whole album? Is that what we're doing here? I don't know. But my eyes could use rest, so let's go. Here. All right. I'm loving how the opening is. It's like a slow simmer and an ethereal abstract.
Of my fate, or will this carrion of hate embalm my ever-riding psyche in a box of blood red tape? Poster child, twin snake oil goddess, cardinal ashes, much too modest, priestesses of a lesser knowledge, strung high by tempered sins.
I just noticed the art.
Relinquish every innocent understanding, reprimanding on the docket, equal measure, testify these simple pleasures, such as life, escape of strife, uproot the sinister sacred rites, disciple of a dying creed, hungering the sickness, to be free, to be free, to be free, to be free.
I love the build on this arpeggiation. It's nice. Rivers Run Red. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't listen to this on a heroic dose of mushrooms. I'd be tripping right now. I need to get a tip jar sound on my Stream Deck. Every time we hear the Phrygian, bing. Beautiful intervals in her voicing. I'm really digging that guitar arrangement, the dirty guitar, if that's what it is, but yeah, Garden has got that Arabic vibe for sure. Well, these guys are really killing it on the build. This is one person? Jeez. Brilliant. Great details of that build is insane. One of those super old school organs. I forgot what to call them. Wow.
Defile and crush my every breath.
The absolute agony. That's the unique twist up right here. Very gazy, yeah. Really loving this. Voicings on her power crunchy chords are really nice. this artist is playing all these instruments, this is just actually continues that mind-blowingness of like the track before, where all those musicians were just so exquisite. And now we have an individual that plays all these instruments and is doing some kind of like full-on abstract emotional dump musically to take us through a journey like this. It's mind-numbing. There was this little chirpy harmonics there that was really cool. Look at the bass tone balls in this shit. It's like the artist is giving us a emotional view inside the multiple conversations, both in storytelling and in musicianship and dynamics, of taking us through all these different little ebbs and flows, a little roller coaster there.
And the last thing they heard was
You hear the piano back there? I'm listening to this in the front, and the thing I'm extrapolating is the piano in the back. My ears. Love this ending here. It's like a slow wake from a traumatic, torturous musical journey. Almost as if you're saying to yourself, did this really happen? Like you're coming out of a dream state. With kind of like a horrific, nightmarish kind of vibe. As if in the story, what just transpired in the last 22 minutes out of the heaviness is almost like a float and release and kind of I'm free, surrendered experience here. Yeah, like a new dawn. Yeah, I guess that's it. Jesus freaking fucking bafalaka chanama la funkanama naga. Which translates into, God, that poor composer's journey in a most beautiful, horrific way. I mean, how many different ways can I weave words into parts of that track that was whimsical and hopeful and sad and dark and heavy? And I mean, there was, and like I said earlier, between this artist, it's a single person that's doing all of this, according to Ginger. And those of you who are fans, I guess you know. And then the last track before this that I heard for 90 minutes or however long that was, it was such a fire hose of crossover talent and musical expression that I'm fucking exhausted right now. I'm sorry I cursed. I'm exhausted. And when I listen to music, like I had said earlier, my curse, as I consider it, as I call it, is that my brain acts like, for those of us who are old enough, my brain and the way I do my orchestral listening, that's what this is called, is what we do is orchestral listening. Being able to separate, instruments or whatever. My brain kind of functions like a piece of tape that's on a SSL console all the way across, and each channel is marked: kick, snare, drums, hi-hat, overheads, guitar 1, guitar 2, guitar 3, acoustic, this, that, and then my brain functions as like a fader as I listen to music, and I'm listening to why I'm so exhausted is that in this process that I listen to music, what this artist just put me through, automation could not have saved my brain. And you know this as an engineer if you know what automation is back in the old days. I mean, there's still automation now in the DAWs, but I don't know anything about this artist or what this project or what this particular piece is. But I have to pay absolute homage to the plus 20 fire damage talent this person has, and the ability to express their emotions the way they did. And with so many slight little brushstrokes of beauty interwoven with some of the most darkest sounds and some of the most painful. I was catching some of the lyrics. I don't care the fact that this is a mystical fiction. It doesn't matter. For somebody to write this and to put this out is coming from such a place that I don't even have. I can't bear witness in weighing out negative and positive and the heaviness of where this person came from. But this is what music is. This is what theater of the mind is. This is what, and that's why I'm so freaking beat. Because there was so much to listen to. I mean, I almost got nauseous. Not nauseous because of, please hear me out before you guys start firing on me on the chat. My stomach started turning because of the expressionism of the arrangements and the composition, going through the sludginess of the composition to the beauty and all that sort of stuff. And then in the back of my mind, I'm going, oh my God, all of this came out of one single human being. Potting. Like, oh shit. Oh my God. And just to think, before I started this stream, I had my ukulele and I was just playing three chords and scatting. My simple mind, and I listen to this. Jesus. Oh shit. Anyhow, I'm not going to take a break, but I've definitely had to shift gears. 2 bomber tracks in a row. How many of you guys are still here? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna put in the link of this track inside the just in case you guys aren't part of Discord. There you go. That's for this artist. I know, right? Ivy Creep. I don't think I could have said it any better than what Ivy Creep said. I'm here, but my soul has left my body. That was just, woo. Oh, Jesus. All right. I gotta put some airspace in my ears for a second before I get to the next track here, which is, let me see, we're going to be doing some Judgment. Kazi, I think it is, who's coming up. Stand by. Oh, shit, man, I'm back. Oh, that kicked my ass. Hey, give me a second, guys. Whew. Oh my God, my ears. All right. Guys, I think I need a hit of energy. Can you see? I'm going to take a break and take a hit of some energy right now. Let's see, what is it? What is energy? Energy is the yellow and red one, huh? It's like that famous scene from The Professional when Gary Oldman puts that thing in his mouth before he goes in and blows everybody's away in the apartment, and he bites into it and he goes. Oh, citrus. Kidding. Oh. It is. It's like smelling salts was pleasing. Oh my God, you're watching the disintegration figuratively and literally of your decomposer. Oh my God. Oh, fuck, what a listen, Jesus. Oh yeah, McCluskey and Airplane, that was the best. I guess this is a bad time to stop sniffing glue. Oh my God, right? I mean, you guys are gonna have all kinds of fun shit to snip from here on this. This has been one of the most emotional twitches. Cabbage, 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 twitch. All right, let's go. Let's continue on. Okay. Yeah, no shit. What a start to the donos. Okay, well, let's go into Judgment. Kazi, he already forewarned us that this particular song is 72 minutes. And I'm kidding. Everybody I know, everybody just was like, the fuck? No, I'm kidding. So Kazi wants us to listen to a song from the artist, I don't know, because it's all in, is that Japanese, I think? And the name of the track is Caterpillar, but it is live. Here's the description. My God, you guys making me read these descriptions. I don't have a problem reading them, but I don't have reading glasses yet. So these things are really kind of far from me. So I feel like I don't do it justice because I'm having my eyeballs are catching up to the punctuations, or in some cases the non-punctuation of areas, and I'm just like fucking A. But I'm just saying. This stream has been more taxing on my reading skills than my earballs. Make AI read it for me. That would be funny. All right, here we go. Here's the message. This is the track Imomushi. Did I say that right? This is the track Imomushi or Caterpillar by the band Ningen Isu. I know we're going long with this band, so this will be the last track I send you for a while, of them for a while. This is a version of the track from their live album Ifu Ududu Dudu Fudu. From their 2017 tour. In fact, 3/4 of a track I've sent you are from the exact concert album. The song itself is about feeling like a piece of sheet, like literal insects. Boy, that's just been the theme. The Caterpillar. The song is a bit of a grind, but lends itself to that kind of crummy feeling in the best way. I know you'll love it, so enjoy it. So I should get my AED. Oh, I get it clear. No, I'm kidding. I added that because I was trying to be funny, because it's another long listen. Here we go. I just play with you guys. You know I love you guys. Here we go. Oh yeah, I recognize the thumbnail. Yes, 2 streams ago we watched them live. Skipping. Oh, that's the bass player holding that pattern. With a little trem pedal vibe there. This has kind of the same emotional pull as that last track. Like you want to stab yourself in the throat with a spoon. And I don't mean that in the quality of the music. Please don't take it that way. I'm talking about just the heaviness of it. You know what I mean? Just the emotional heaviness of it. Even without knowing what he's saying. Love what the guitar's doing there. Couldn't have said it better, turn up. Kazzy, this is live, right? This is a live recording. What we're just seeing is with the thumbnail, correct? Oh yeah, it says right there. Ah, Sharticus, that's a good call. Guitar players, what did the guitar player just stomp on? They give it that fast flangey vibe. Why can't I pin it in my head right now? I think my brain cells are so wasted right now I can't really put it together. But what is it? Is it a trem? Oh. He had a moment of hope in his guitar voices. Nice little call on the guitar player. Now we go into the minor pattern. Well done. I don't believe the bass player changed his pattern at all. Fucking the guy's smoking. Very Jimmy Page-esque. And some Ione. I owe you 2 chugs. Guitar player's crushing. I love every bit of this. Hey MP3, how you doing? Yeah, you're right. There are Satana vibes in there as well. No, Sharticus, and it's such a shame, isn't it? At least in the metal rock genres. Yeah, but maybe the speed of the chorus or something, like the feedback in the chorus, Lisa. I think maybe it had something to do with that as well. I can rely on Lisa's ears for this. ELO vibe there. Wow, this is great. These guys are crushing it. Feels like it takes just so much energy to get his vocal performance out. I say that in a positive way. You can feel it in his performance. He's coming from way down here, man. You're right, Dave Mustaine. Yeah, because Dave does that kind of thing when he sings. I'm sorry, that must have just been... Please don't snip that out. Jesus Christ, what a track, man. That was badass. I mean... That just, I loved it. My God, this journey, my God. I'm so freaking drained, but I love every bit of it. I'm just tired AF. That's okay. Wonderful to hear a band, a three-piece band, including vocals. Okay, so guitar and vocals, 4 instruments all together. And also listening to this too without being somewhat distracted of the live performance and watching them. They pulled about 4 different maneuvers in this hour-and-a-half performance. Kidding, I'm just playing with you. That they really represented well each one of these little shifts. You know what I'm saying? In their when a little more metally or 70s style pagey blues solo stuff. This last section, they held it together so well. And what's really, if you don't know, if you're not a musician, you enjoy music, or if you're just the, maybe you're just kind of getting into music and stuff like that. It's not easy to be a 3-piece band and be able to perform and have a fulfilled sound. Does that make sense? Without being a geek and a nerd or an elitist with, multiple tracking, that what I love and all that sort of stuff. It's a hard thing to do when you're a 3-piece band, 4, of course, including the vocalist, and it works. There's decisions on tones that have to be made to make it, sound full enough and stuff. And let's face it, all of us here know that the roots of everything... Oh, they're coming to get me. The roots of everything that we have evolved from that 3-piece organic Zeppelin-y kind of vibe, and being able to pull it off. With having extreme musicianship and stuff like that. So these guys killed it. And I loved every bit of it. That's what I'm saying. With earballs and opinions. So, yeah. Wow, we've listened to 3 songs. It's been an hour and a half. This is great. Okay. So. Hang on. Well, at least my lactation has stopped. Passive aggressive Jeeves. No, I'm not. Just come on. No, this is the first time it's ever happened. I mean, sometimes I do get long songs and streams, but this has been like, I mean, come on, guys. There isn't one of you out there that can't say these last 3 songs from have been incredibly talented, incredible journeys, but you can't tell me after what, 35 minutes, 22 minutes, and then 10 minutes, an hour and 15, 18 minutes worth of music, you're not going... That's what my brains, that's what I get for being in my mid 60s. That's what my brain cells are doing. I'm just saying. So, that's okay. We move on. So, who do we have next? Let me refresh. Okay, Set Code Cat. Are you here, Set Code Cat? Let me see. We have here for Set Code Cat. Hey, how are you? Welcome. Thank you so much. Hope you're enjoying the stream. So we're going to be doing. Oh, I just did one recently from this game, and I enjoy the different various types of music that slide in and out of the slide in and out of the game here. I was going to say CDL, CLD, DLC. A, B, C, D, E, F, G. This is Cyberpunk. This one is called Phantom Liberty. Enjoy from Queens, New York. Do you know I was born in Queens, New York at the hospital, even though I was pretty much raised in East Harlem, but I'm just saying. This is one of my favorite songs from Cyberpunk 2077. I hope you didn't see it yet, honestly, because the visuals and song themes are amazeballs. No, I haven't. So let's go. All right.
Found out treasures are always lost, pleasures and rage come back. I'm watching you. Be careful with your moves tonight.
Ooh, I like this. I gotta turn it up.
The time is right. I think the blood is dried. It cries for more. So what are we waiting for? Wires and chains starting to fade.
Wow, this is great.
It feels like a game you have to play. Lights out.
Ooh, love that shuffle.
You really are. Can't look into your eyes.
A little bit of a Thomas York
Your
in the vocals.
twisted mind. It's dark, so dark. We ended.
Ooh, beautiful strings.
It ends right here, right now. Please stay.
Wow, loving these arrangements in the back there with the horn section.
Slide up the sky. You fade into the night. Wires and chains.
This is great. Jeez. The juxtaposition between his voice and more of the band elements and the orchestral bits are like, wow. Orchestral bits. You know what I mean?
I found out treasures are always lost, pleasures are long forgotten. Who are you now?
Wow. What a great... I definitely would not have expected this from a Cyberpunk game. But then again, I don't know anything about the game, but what I do understand is that the structure of the music selected in it is pretty vast. You know, I'm assuming that it goes really well with the storytelling aspect of the game, or however it is that what the game is all about. But as far as the piece of music was concerned, this had everything into it as more like a kind of like cinematic theme style track. I know a lot of people were popping off and saying, well, this one, like what just Snake also just popped up there, kind of a detective-y, thriller, spy, themey kind of vibe. I guess that's what Cyberpunk is, perhaps, and then how this matches into that was pretty seamless. I heard everybody was going, you know, Jeff Buckley into, you know, did some Bond work. I guess maybe have done one of the Bond songs, which I don't know of it, but I love the merging of the orchestral works of it. I think that's the definite level up on it. But I also loved, come on, guys, the shuffle drum performance. I wasn't expecting that, and so that gave it kind of a smooth operator kind of vibe. You know, very, very kind of sneaky spy style, you know, kind of thing going on in there. So, but that was a really super smooth track. I just got a weird freaking hot flash. All right. Give me a second, guys. Okay. I need a little bit of cold water. So, all that being said, yeah, I'm having a Mrs. Doubtfire hot flash moment. I don't know why. Geez, I've been lactating. I'm having hot flashes. I don't know. We might have to take a little break, but not yet. Because here's the thing: as I said at the beginning of the stream, at around 12:30, I'm definitely going to have to take a break because I got to let somebody into my neighbor's house. Just because I said I would do that while they were away. So, and then I step off and help them do a couple things. If I do, no, obviously I got a ton of donos here. I'm going to complete them. But if I do step away to do that, when I do, obviously, I'm just going to end the stream and I'll come back as soon as I'm done with them. So, and I do want to paddle out and surf for about a half hour just so I can. Then I'll come on back. So let's go. Next up, we have Lacrimosa. How are you? Are you still hanging out, chilling in the background through this long journey that we've had so far? Let me see here. What do we got? Okay. Hey, Lacrimosa, how are you? So we're going to be listening to a song called At Peace by Propagandhi. Ah, yes, Propagandhi. Yes, I'm feeling better. Thank you very much, Lacrimosa. This is the new single off of Propagandhi's first album in 8 years. It came out a little less than a week ago. It's hard not to get distracted by the video's animation, but we always do our best to multitask and focus on the music too. Yes, of course. All right, Lacrimosa, thank you very much. Generous donation. I really do appreciate it. Let's go ahead and see what Lacrimosa is bringing us here for the ABBA and the Kados.
Hedge every bear, lick every boot, make every appeal. Prostrate yourself to the killing machine, spare yourself from its wheels. Better them than me, roll so seductively off your tongue. Your reckoning has begun.
Oh my God. I say that because it's like we need something today's day that's this raw, gnarly, organic sounding.
The probability that you are even here is next to none. Hey, no pressure, everyone. Wish it got darker, had to face it alone, there'd be no crying for help. Just how wide I've had to figure shit out my whole life by myself. I say it's cool, it's fucked up, truth be told, it's cost me a few friends. Sometimes you must protect yourself. Fuck around, resourceful, resilient. A power through the waves of disappointment. Maybe not quite thriving, but I'm buoyant. I am at peace.
These are great lyrics. I needed to hear this.
Give and take a fit of blinding rage. I can't seem to shake the belief that there's a liminal state between.
Liminal states. How funny, we were just talking about that earlier.
Rebirth in which you and me reconvene. Oh yes, I'm ready for it. Bodies charting on my face.
God, this is a great freaking track.
Excuse me, sir, this is an Arby's. I am at peace. I am at peace.
I love that there's no over-processing on this.
Though presently convulsed with grief, I am at peace. Some days I'm scared I'm gonna die, or even worse, I might survive. I try to keep these words
Heavy line
in
there.
mind. Nothing worth having comes without some kind of fight. Gotta kick it the darkness to the bleed stay.
Thank you for bringing that here, Lacrimosa. This was a great freaking track for so many reasons for me. Number one, it definitely kind of just the heaviness of what the stream has been about since we started. It just exploded that wide open, but it stays to the theme. It stays really close to the theme of the music that's been shared so far. But in this case, this is like, for me, obviously having lyrics on a screen really, it will pull that focus into it. The first thing I want to say is, oh my God, Epitaph and Propagandhi, thank you for not over-processing this track. It could have been in the hands of a more modern, let's put it kindly, in a more modern day metal engineer. This could have been a whole different, well, I guess you could say that about anything. Let me just stop and just reset the needle on this. Thank you for just making it as raw and gnarly as it was. Great guitar playing, great tones. Bass player was smoking and stepped up really high on the neck a few times, did some real super sweet things. The guy's vocals crushed, but the lyrics, I mean, you think of a guy my age, I'm done trying to find paths and journeys on mentally and emotionally how I'm getting through this world and this life. And considering I got more days behind me than I do in front of me, God willing, at least a few more years, if not maybe a dozen or so, these lyrics still really clutch for me. So the musicality, the power of kind of had, I don't know if it had punky elements into it, but more really raw and organic, metal kind of pulling. I don't know exactly. I'm not going to try to genre it. It was just a great freaking track. And I loved every bit of the lyrics. I loved every bit of what it was. It was like, it's one of those tracks where, you ever hear that thing on the internet where they go, I don't know who needs to hear this, but this was one of those moments, Lacrimosa. This was one of those moments like, I don't know who needs to hear this, but I did. And that was kick-ass. Thank you so much for that. Yabby, 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 yeah. I just went on and on and on. I appreciate it. Let me see. Who's asking? Rotten Soundgarden, where are you? Oh, jeez, I've got 35, 45 donos here. You're way down there, my friend. I say that with love. Hang on for a second. Let me I mean, shit, if I don't get it today, I'll just have to come back tomorrow. For everybody, I mean, I got more donos than I've had probably in a very long time, so that's where we are right now. I know, yeah, that's a lot. There's a lot of cheese in here. Next up, Hot Chicken in a Diaper. And Hot Chick in a Diaper, I always do that, Hot Chick in a Diaper. This is a band called Saosin. This is called the Lost Symphonies, live at the Garden Amphitheater. Let me see. Parachuting in, like you do. Hot Chick in a Diaper. This song is from one of the most seminal EPs in post-hardcore. Saosin is an Anthony Green, circa Survive the Sound of Animals Finding Ellis Dunes, band formed in 2003. This is a live version of a song from the 20-year anniversary shows about a year and a half ago. Everything is outstanding on this EP, but the drums truly stick out. All right, Hot Chick in a Diaper. Let's bring it. Here we go.
This song goes out to the rather pit than sits. It's called Lost Symphonies.
Ooh, what a voice. I like that one line, the guy's just popping harmonics. So it's either in G or in D or in B or... What a voice. I love that with the harmonics. Great fill right into this kind of a grind here. God, what a trippy voice. You know what? There was some incredibly sick riffage going on in there, or not riffage as much as the pattern, but there was a harmony on it, and adjacent, you know, there was a cute whatever, but then there was the harmonics going. So did they have? I didn't recall if they had the 3 guitars. Because it definitely didn't sound like whoever was doing the pattern, that whichever guitar player was doing it, if they were using a phase shifter. Why can't I think right now? I think my brain's so fried. A harmonizer, you know, where you could set it to be in a 5th, a 7th, or whatever the case is, or in a major, you know, setup. And they also were using some really nice, what I would consider fluffy metal chords. And what I mean by that is 4ths, 2nds, 9ths, leaving it wide open with the voicing. So there's a lot of room for melody to happen in the middle. But, you know, when it's all distorted out, it sounds like a really nice grindy pad, if you would, per se. But the lead singer's voice, I think in particular, since I'm not familiar with the band, had a very small sound to it, but it was huge. I know that might sound really not... What did you say? What? So it was very thin. It was very Ginsu knife, but it was very powerful, and it fit perfect in it. Whoever did the mixing on this, too, on this post-live mix, also did a killer job. You know, because his voice could have made or break the mix, and the fact of where he was in his range and his tone in competing with the sizzle of guitars and anything that's high end. You know, there could have been a little scooping that's going on somewhere at about 9K. I know those are very odd numbers, but in my head I'm going, I wonder if there's a little scoop happening there. But in my head right now, repetitively, but what I loved was the harmonics. The guy was holding a pattern in, well, if this was a, you know, it would have been 16ths, but all doing the harmonics on the guitar. Anyhow, yeah, it was really fun. Listen, man. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Hot Chicken a Diaper. Hot Chicken a Diaper. Or and I, how be you be? Ibuprofen. Okay. See what Oranai wants here. Really quick before you're stressed. You should be on this side of it. You ought to be on this end of it all. No, I'm kidding. Briefly before I get to Oranai's track, I think I do have some people here for the very first time. Just want to let you know how it all works. Briefly, the form that's tagged up on the top. If you don't do any dono boosting, you could just go ahead and you put your song and what you want, a limit of 7 minutes, and I spin this wheel, and every now and then if it lands on you, we do your music. If you want a dono boost, it really has to do with how many people are hanging out here. there's a minimum of $3 is, you know, what the mods and myself have kind of set just as what I would call a non-reinforced number, but just kind of a thing. And what happens is if you boost more of it, it goes higher in the list. And if in fact I do not get to your song, even if you boost during the stream, it'll be pushed over into the next stream. And it, like, I don't know who said it, I think maybe Chaotic Old Boris said, no matter what, once you get into the boost system, your song will get done. It doesn't mean necessarily that it'll come in the day that you come in boost, but because people do come in here and kind of throw down some cabbage every now and then, I'm like going, dude, okay, or dudette, very humbly so. So that's how this all works. So I just want to, you know, let you guys know how that worked. Excuse me. Right. That's what it means. Wait a minute. Somebody. Wait. I'm looking at something here. Somebody. Okay, I'm sorry. I got to refresh the list now. Stand by. Well, I'm still going to do Orionized track because I already called it. But I'm going to do Orionized track and then I'm going to refresh the list. So let's go do that first. Because she's stressed. He's stressed. She said that Orionized stressed. Yeah, I guess you admitted it. I'm stressed. Okay. All right, let's see what Orionai is bringing into the house. Okay, here we go. All right. I'm already digging this. Oh, bummer. I hope the cats are okay. A little bit of a Nirvana expression in the vocals. This is grinding. I love this. This has got kind of a skate punk crossover kind of. Kind of a melodic hardcore-ish kind of vibe as well, yeah? I like how the dirt in the mix from the guitars doesn't take away from the more of the slightly overdriven guitar work in this. Yeah, I love this section right here. It's got kind of a True Sons of Liberty kind of maybe a social distortion vibe. Oh, he's got a PhD. Doesn't surprise me. Yeah, if you've got a doctorate in molecular biology, I'm sure these are the vocals that you hear in your head when you're trying to figure out what the hell's going on molecularly in this world. Drive you nuts. I love this track, man. I don't know exactly when this was released. It says, I guess this was released 4 years ago, but I don't know if this album, is this album off of an older? I can't tell, when this particular album was released. But the whole skate punk, 92, okay. So that's why I'm vibing the whole skate punk. A little bit of the tone of his voice just kind of reminds me of, because I'm just very ignorant of all the genres there. So I can only pull from a very small scoop of knowledge that I have there. But does have a little bit of the Nirvana type style of approach of the vocals. Nice, great sizzle of his voice. I love the guitar tones of this whole thing. I love the fact, though, that the cleaner, overdriven work was never buried. Even where more of the distortion guitars, more of the punched up, saturated guitars came in, it just added more of just like background arrangement instead of the distorted guitars coming out and forward in front like that. And to me too, I mean, you guys know I've surfed ever since I was like 12. My surfing never represented musical genre shifts. I just surfed listening to my own music, Pink Floyd, all the way through and through. But one thing that I did recognize when I started watching a lot of surf movies, as you get into the 70s, you wait till your favorite cinema and you watch a surf movie. I noticed that a lot of the music that were pulled into skate movies and surf movies had this vibe. And I had no idea there were like the subgenre of punk, which is like a skater punk or skater rock, or that skaters or surfers. I mean, yes, I've heard of Dick Dale and stuff like that. I'm just talking about in its more organic, raw, metal rock aspect of it with the vocals and stuff like that. And I had no idea that was actually, a complete genre. And so this reminded me a lot of that. And it kind of brings me back into thinking old VHS tapes of great surfing footage and stuff like that. And this was the kind of music that brings that nostalgia back for me. So thanks, Orenai. Chihu. I thought that was badass.